Salutations. We're going to do one more book review. All right. Many have asked, what do I remember as far as past life memories and what helped to actually verify that? And right now, I have so many people that are coming forward that have past life memories. All right. I think that's the point we're in at Awakening, is how many people are incarnating here that are not devoid of soul life memories. All right. So we're going to go over two books that helped me when I was much younger. Okay, they came into my possession around the age of 13. The first one here. All right, there are three books. One of them is Edgar Cayce on Atlantis. All right, the other one, a big one that few don't seem to know about, Initiation by Elizabeth Heish, I believe it's pronounced. The other one, I don't have a copy of it because as many, I loaned out my books, and that means you're actually giving them away, not loaning them. You don't get them anymore. Go get them back. This other book is called Amen, Secret Waters of the Great Pyramid. These three books is what we're going to focus on. Okay? Edgar Cayce over Atlantis. Some good things in here is when he describes certain things about the pyramid structures. That is correct. But also he describes the things, the automatons that were experimented on by those that were called the law of one. Okay, the two factions he talks about quite a bit, and he gives readings in this book for other people that are having past life memories and goes that route. So this is very good when it talks about that. All right, I immediately resonated with this one because much of it was true and what I remembered. Okay, good book. A lot of Edgar Cayce's work is good, but I think that might be some of the best. Okay, the next book. This is a big one. Initiation by Elizabeth Heish. This book, Elizabeth Heish was suffering, I believe, from cancer, and she went through a meditation ritual, a cleansing ritual, and had past life recovery. And it's very vivid, all right? In this book, something to pay attention to are the chapters. One that's called The Sons of God, as she describes not the Anunnaki, but the beings with long craniums that came from Mu that actually started a lot of the pyramids, and she starts actually describing the technology. So in this book, pay attention to these chapters. The Sons of God. There was another chapter called Bogar and the Staff of Life, okay, which she describes the Staff of Life, which actually sat on the top of the pyramid in this capstone and was used for healings and weather modification. Okay, I remember that distinctively, and other devices as well. Okay, the other chapter would be the Four Faces of God, and how they correlate that to our directions, and our actually north, south, east, west, and also with personality. Very, very good book. Okay, one that I couldn't put down. I must have digested this book in 24 hours. All right, recommend it a lot. The next one is the book I don't have. Amen, The Secret Waters of the Great Pyramid. All right, and what that involves is, again, once a black type of channeling for melanin dominant people. All right, written by Abdul Mumin. A beautiful book, and the things that resonated with me immediately in this book is they describe the first pyramids, how they were built in Egypt after Mu, actually to draw water from the artesian well that is actually the Nile. Due to the fact that the Nile only inundates once a year, I believe, they were actually using the pyramid to pull water up, process it through the pyramid, and sending out the other side as fresh water. Okay, later on, they were turned into temples and things of that nature. But when that is described, you can take that, from me, I took that immediately, could correlate that with this book that describes the staff that I'm familiar with doing weather modification. It would definitely capable of anti-gravity that pulls that water up. Okay, so that's one factor that's dealing with that book. Also, it talks about kind of the cycle in which we've gone racially. That would deal with not just hybrids, but how once melanin dominant, the black man was on top, elongated craniums, what was done to others, and how there's a cycle of that has went back around, and now melanin dominant people have. In conclusion, I got a little bit long-winded, which is probably good since I heard there's not enough content here. Anyway, in the final book, the pyramids of the Great Waters, the Secret Waters of the Great Pyramid, correlating that with initiation, okay? There's certain things as far as technology that definitely mirror each other, things that I remember. That includes what was in the capstone, the devices, as well as the chamber that the pharaoh was put in once a year and raised up near the capstone and comes out about after 4 or 5 days completely regenerated. Okay? That's not different than what you hear about Moses when he went up to the Mount Sinai, I think, and he comes down with his face glowing. Also, he would be one of the last initiates to have one of these devices. The staff he had was capable of what? Anti-gravity technology. So's it's relayed. I apologize, I'm not religious, but I try to grab things out of different cultures and religions and put them into what I've experienced. All right. So anyway, these are 3 books that I recommend, ones that tagged my past life memories. Stops one from thinking you might be a little off, because nothing you're reading in the Western schools or hearing about in history has anything to do with your past life memories. And you're thinking, where's that? So that's just something there. A shout out to everybody. Thank you. A shout out to PC Patton and Team BSR Music that puts these videos together for me. I'm just sitting here talking. He's the technical person. God bless all.